Hey guys, I just got back from Augusta, Georgia. We laid to rest my aunt. She is the last of eight on my father's side. It was a bittersweet trip. As much as I'm going to miss her, she had an amazing life. Absolutely amazing. She was a reverend, God-fearing woman, all around beautiful person. She survived seven of her brothers and sisters and her mother and father. The last sibling that she got to see laid to rest was my father, and now she joins them. And it was so crazy to me. I just had a thought while I was at the cemetery, standing with my first cousins. We are all children of these people lying here in this cemetery. I don't know why that struck me so hard at that moment. We were sharing stories about how our individual parents treated us and how, we were treated by each other's parents. And it was all love and care. It was just so beautiful. And I had an amazing time getting to connect with all my cousins again. First cousins, second cousins, third cousins. It was just a beautiful trip. We got to go back to the house, kind of cut up a little bit. And I have some conversations actually with them. We were just kind of chit-chatting, clowning around, talking about any and everything that came to mind. I have some audio of that. I'm going to let you guys listen to that in a little bit. But I had the most amazing time. Good food, good company. Just keeping everybody uplifted is what everyone tried to do, even though the moment, was very somber in the beginning. But just sharing good stories about her life, her brothers and her sisters, my grandparents. It was just an amazing time I had down there. And I almost didn't want to come back, because for me, being in Augusta is like having a hug without physically being touched. And as much as going on right now, I needed that. I needed that comfort. I needed that warmth, that love, that I get from my family here up north. But it's just something that hits a little different when you're down south. And those of you who have family in the south, you know the feeling where you're kind of going from home to home, having good meals. And it's just, the love that everyone gives you because, you don't come down enough and they want to see you more. But it was just a beautiful feeling, to just experience that, even though I was down there, to say goodbye. But I was also saying hello to new cousins and to getting to know all my older cousins and, being around such a strong family bond. It was amazing. And I'm going to dedicate this episode to not only my aunt, but all her brothers and sisters, that are now not here with us anymore. So to Joe, Ernestine, Willie Pearl, Bessie, Lucille, Mary Louise, James, aka Buddy, and Reverend Merritt Littlejohn. We will miss you and we will always love you. And you are all together now. May you all rest in peace. Hey, welcome back to Yellow Shoelaces. I am out hanging in Augusta, Georgia with my family and my kinfolk. Please, I want everyone to introduce themselves.
I'm going to go ahead and start it off. This is That Boy Trotty.
That boy.
That's also That Boy _Trotty on Instagram.
21.
But yeah, I just turned 21 like she said, so I'm in here chilling like a villain, sipping and tripping. Y'all know what it is.
All right, it's your girl Frito Lays, future Air Force woman.
Woo!
That's right.
Just graduated.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
All right.
Got my license.
Oh.
I'm bragging too much.
Guess who driving me around while we out here?
Who?
Frida Lays.
Oh, that's what it
Frida
is.
Lays.
It's your boy Trotty. Big Pops in the house. Y'all know what it is.
Blacker than me.
Jet Black.
Big Pops.
Yeah, this is boy Big Wade. Yeah, I'm coming straight out of Mississippi with it. You hear me? But I'm in Georgia, Augusta, Georgia. Been here for years. So married into the family. That boy tried to daddy wanted to put me out there. I'm gonna let it go and be known. I was just married into the family. But they love me out here though. You know what
Married
I'm
to
saying?
family means you still family. Unless you get unmarried to the family, then you're the enemy number one.
You feel
I'm
me?
just
I
saying.
would never do that until that darn stimulus check hit.
All right. All right, guys. You can't see us right now, but we
That's a
are
little hint,
masked
Trump.
up, and we are 6 feet apart. And that noise you hear in the background, it's the older folk on there playing some spade and bid whist because they can't be out here with the cool kids. We the cool kids, right?
That's right.
But she don't know how to play spades.
Oh, well, you don't got to tell all my business. But I know how to play spades. I know the concept. I just don't like to be insulted and threatened by my partners.
That's right.
That's
She don't know how
all.
to play the two-hand spade.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
doesn't know how to play the one-hand
Solo
spade.
dollar.
Yeah, she doesn't know half of it.
Solitaire spade. Never heard of it.
You know, so we're down here, unfortunately, because we just had a death in the family. But it's good because we're back with family and friends, and you know we're kind of talking and you know carrying on with each other. But I had a question for you guys. I don't know how many of you are churchgoers. I'm not necessarily a churchgoer, and I hate when people say not necessarily. It means you're not. I'm not a churchgoer.
Yeah.
But I noticed that they're singing songs. Do you find yourself hearing songs you don't know, and you just like kind of tapping your toe because there's like, can we all join in on "Eye on a Sparrow"? Heard of the song?
I didn't know that song today.
They started with the Rock of Ages. I don't know what was going on.
First and foremost, rest in peace to Aunt Mary.
Yes. Rest in peace, on Mary.
Love and respect. Aunt Mary.
Yes.
Little John.
I didn't know she was a
Reverend.
pastor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Reverend.
And there's a lot of songs I don't know.
I don't know Rock of Ages, and I'm just thinking these are songs that I'm sure I grew up on, never sang, but it just seems like the elder church members, they just be pulling songs out of their hat. And they're just like, just hum a few bars with me, and then the whole congregation, and you're just standing there like, I know you wanna leave me. And I'm like, okay, that's not the song. Not the song.
Because that's the only
Let's
thing
see
comes to
that.
your mind.
Yeah.
That's why I ain't come to the funeral, because, you know, when they broke out of the song, all I thought was from the window to the wall. You know, I'm just saying.
That is my favorite church song.
Well, they do have some pretty stained glass windows in church, so he's not entirely off base here, right? I mean,
No,
you
not
know,
all the way.
not all the way.
I think them just the first church songs that they left, so they know, you know.
Now, my
Church just faded.
family's originally from Georgia, but I am a northerner. So if you guys had to do
Where-
Brooklyn, New York, born and raised,
What did I do?
Brooklyn. So if you had to do New York versus Georgia, what are some things that you hear about New York that you think like, damn, that would probably make me not want to visit New York?
They traffic. Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, traffic a little heavy down there.
Do they do?
I don't think you want me to answer that question.
You guys can come in on over here.
I just don't like the cost of
Because
living. down there.
you're officially 18 feet away, so if you walk a few feet, you will still be maintaining 6
A
feet.
one
not
bedroom
want me to
apartment
answer
is
that
like how much? 2,000.
They do come to
A
your
little more.
Very expensive.
Out of pocket.
Very expensive.
Okay.
That's a whole.
But
What you like about it?
We're talking about what's weird in New York.
Well, okay, if I had to do New York versus Georgia, one thing I will say about Georgia is I love that everybody is just so friendly. And by everybody, I mean my family. So it's a little unnerving because when you come in, it's like, you know, you're waiting for that other shoe to drop because they're way too nice. And I get a little freaked out because any minute now I'm expecting, like, could you move? And when it doesn't happen, I'm like, okay. I like living in New York because you're moving and you're going. Anywhere you need to go, you don't need a car.
Even if you just go into the store, it's like
You don't need a car.
re-up.
Well, that's the thing, because when I say I'm going to the store, you guys are like, let's just get in the car. And I'm like, but gas station is right there. It's like 5 minutes. So the store for us is like literally like
Yeah, they walk in.
up the
Traffic
block.
so heavy, they used to walk.
But they got big rats, though. Y'all got big.
Those are not rats, those are pets. They're
They're
not
pets.
rats.
Oh,
Yeah.
But they
They,
chew on socks, though.
well, they come in the house for a little while sometime, but you know, they leave in the morning.
hey,
Yeah, they do.
But as long as they don't wear their welcome out.
No, they don't. Why you, y'all act like Georgia don't have rats?
We got roaches, man.
Y'all
Not
know-
rats.
We got roaches.
we
got
got
roaches.
mosquitoes.
They
Mosquitoes, yeah.
they call water bugs down here.
Okay.
They ain't
I heard
roaches.
them referred to as
They
palmetto
call water
bugs.
bugs, but ain't no water around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just the difference is just
In the
y'all
corner,
fast
by
paced,
her.
we laid back.
I don't like that.
Other than that, we the same.
If too popular, I'd be tight up there
Other
too.
than that, everybody's the same.
I like y'all accent though.
Well, people say that. I remember
Yeah.
the first time I was in Texas and somebody said, could you say hot dog? And I'm looking at her like, you have an accent. Like, I don't have an accent, but you say that, but then I hear your accent, and I'm like, you guys have an accent. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I like living in a city. I like the South because it's really slow. It's nice.
But wait a minute, can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
When you said Texas, that's a different side of the South.
It's still country to me.
Texas not really
That's
considered
the
the South.
difference.
still
That's
country.
the difference between
What's
me
that
and
like?
the
You
North.
got like
What's
the
that like
South, and then you
Midwest?
have like
Huh?
What's Houston like?
and
Mid?
Florida.
It pretty much it's in between.
Yeah, that's middle, real middle. Like, it's
I
not
don't know.
southern.
When I hear a twang is country to me. So I'm hearing like y'all and yeah, and put on your tennis.
Yeah, but it's
and
completely different.
you know, and I'm saying like sneakers or it's pop
But
and
see,
it's soda.
that's
Oh, yeah,
a
nah.
difference. That's a difference. You said put on your sneakers.
Yeah,
What's a sneaker?
your sneakers. Like who has on sneakers? Nobody
What we
has on sneakers right
sneaking
now. But what is your tennis? You're not playing tennis, so you're not playing tennis. But tennis shoes are sneakers, but you call them tennis, but you're not playing. You play tennis.
If we
So
gonna
you
do that,
putting on your
what's
shoes
new
to
about
sneak?
New York?
Every day is new. When you walk out the street and you don't get jacked, that's new.
That's
Yes,
whack.
that's
You
new.
can get jacked in the South though.
When we gonna start talking about New
Every day
Yorkers
is
and
new.
their damn attitude?
We have Angela over
We
here.
just talking about how they uptight.
Somebody
Says,
give-
says the
you
woman
gotta give
who
her a mic.
says the woman who has an
Have a mic.
attitude
Right now,
talking
Angela,
about New
I
Yorkers
just feel
having an
like
attitude.
the only thing, like when I deal with New Yorkers, the only thing about New Yorkers.
You watch too
Talk
much
to 'em.
TV.
No. I live in Atlanta. Everybody from Atlanta. I mean,
Well,
in
that's
Atlanta,
old. That's old school New York. That's old New York.
Everybody.
Dang, that's what y'all used to be?
That's old New York. But that's old. That's not new New York.
Atlanta
not
is
new
the
New
new
York.
new.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So I can say, New Yorkers to me, it's like everything has to be a one-up. It's like if I could say, like, oh, I have $5. It's like, yo, son,
I got 6.
I got 6, son. And let me tell you how I got the extra dollar, yo. It's
Angela,
like,
I don't think that's true. I disagree.
you doing it right now. You doing it right now.
Well, you know what? They say, when in Rome, do what the Romans do. So I'm in Georgia, so I'm going to be courteous. Okay, Angela.
No, don't be courteous
I-
because
I-
you surrounded by family.
I want to hear her.
You surrounded by family.
Y'all like my
If you
country
gonna
twang?
have a debate, have a
But
debate.
I will say this.
When I went to
Baby.
New York,
I
I
agree
went,
with her only because Southern niggas are jealous too. They
No,
do
y'all
the same.
y'all
about-
y'all
What
be
I
getting
mean
down
is,
with get down
We
with.
They
started
try to show out
everything.
too. I know a lot of cats that show out for no reason at
Come
all.
on, and you know that's
because they're
true.
around the New York.
No.
You saying they show out because they're around the New York?
No, they show out. Be
No,
showing out.
That's just natural for anybody. To me,
Everybody
everybody's
show
the
out
same.
like-
Now,
Everybody's the
'cause
same.
New
But
York-
you know New Yorkers bring that shit
Oh,
to a
no,
different
No,
level.
yeah,
New
but-
York dudes do they stuff, but in the South,
I'ma pop my ish.
No lie.
Southern dudes, y'all be doing way too much.
No.
Y'all be doing stuff just because you just be
Wait.
like,
Listen,
In
no
the
lie.
South,
I went to
Y'all
New
do
York,
too.
right?
Y'all do too, cause hey, but I tell you what,
Listen, I
y'all
went to
follow
New York
us
one
now,
time, right?
but y'all follow us now though.
And I went to a club.
I think we
And,
started a
you
lot
know,
of
y'all have,
waves
like
now.
little hot dog stands and shit that be on the side.
those dirty water carts.
Whatever. All I know is I was leaving, right? And let's say a hot dog was $2 or $3. No lie. It was a dude that was there was trying to talk him down to $2.50.
Because it's
And I was just
ridiculous.
like, dude, get the fucking hot dog if you want it. Like, it's 50 cents. Like, are you that? Like, it's crazy. That's what I mean. It's like.
But
you
he
gotta-
paid with $100 bill.
I want one real.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. We do that because, first of all, you got all the, and I'm not disrespecting any Africans or any Chinese, but they got counterfeit bags, they got counterfeit everything.
Oh, they do.
So when you come out there, they be like, oh, you want a bag? And I'm like, dude, I live around the corner. I don't want your cheap bag. No. So you have to be aggressive because they
But
try
the
to
reason-
hustle you
y'all
all
have
the
so many-
time.
It's a hot dog, 50 cents.
So
It ain't
y'all
that.
have
Like,
to be
everything don't
aggressive.
have to be no.
You know that's not a real
It's
hot dog,
dog eat
right?
dog.
It don't matter. If I'm eating that shit. Oh, right now we 2 up.
Oh, okay.
I told you.
Took a little break.
I'm
So
sorry.
you just broke away from the spade table that's coming down in?
That's how we do it.
I'm telling you, as a person that lives in Atlanta, and half the fucking population are New Yorkers, that shit gets on my nerves.
They be like-
Because they come down there, you know how you were just talking about culture. Okay. It's not Southern hospitality in Atlanta. It's a New
Not in
York
Atlanta.
culture in Atlanta because
Not in Atlanta.
everybody that lives in Atlanta has come from somewhere else,
'Cause
and
it's fast
usually.
California,
It's
Fast
New
paced,
Oh, these
uptight.
Atlanta people.
And then they'll come down here and be like, man, when I was in New York, when I was
13.
Oh, you gotta get to the mic. You gotta get to the mic. We trying
Disclaimer:
To
the views shared by Angela are not necessarily those that the podcast host
this is the
agrees
views
with.
of motherfuckers who live in Atlanta, and it has been there for a long time.
I love New York.
Oh, I love New York too.
I'm be honest though. I ain't never been to New York.
I have
never
multiple times.
wanted to.
Oh, so you like it?
I've been to New Jersey. So what's the difference between New Jersey and New York?
Oh my God.
Oh,
That's
you
a
gonna
great
get killed.
Good
You gonna
question.
get killed. Ask that question.
That they
question.
hate that.
That's a great question.
You can't answer that question.
For real?
Hey, boy,
I want to see this answer though.
Don't let them find out
It's
who
like
you is.
North Augusta to
Alright, I'm
Augusta.
sorry. I'm sorry.
New Jersey is on some whole other level.
So that's considered as the
from
South?
Augusta. I'm like, where you from? They
It
be like,
can
oh, North
be.
Augusta.
Yeah.
Come on now, North Augusta.
No, it's parts of Jersey that are really super close to New York, and it's cool. But when you in Jersey, like you basically go to the city.
Jersey is the state to be.
You got something to say, Jersey?
Oh, you see, she said something. Don't you talk about Jersey.
I want to know. I really want to know.
Lady, could you put your pants back on and get away from us? Yeah, sorry guys, some random, but yeah,
I know how I
Jersey.
get out here.
Jersey is it's
Jersey. She live in Jersey now.
You live in Jersey now? Oh, wait. Let's clear that up. Let's clear that.
so
You in
again,
Jersey now?
Judith.
wow.
You ain't even got your leg on. Oh, you got.
So like I would say, so if you take the 2 and carry it by 1, that's the answer
that
to the
equation.
question that you asked me.
When she started that
You know what?
cancer,
Those are
God.
nice tennis that you have on. Where'd you get those?
Those are
Oh, we
slides.
got
Yeah.
these. We got
I
these
know.
from the Africans
I
in
know.
New York. We got
We
these.
got that from the hair
Like,
store.
don't change
We got
it.
that from the hair store.
Judith
$2
is
and
also
50
very
cents.
slick, you know.
Man, just get the shoe. Just get the shoe.
Goddamn shoe.
Fred, could you pass me my fermented grapes in a cup, please? Please. Please.
Yes.
It's getting
we-
real and it's getting hot
Because
here.
we really get into a situation that we got like right here in this room, like right now, because when it comes to Jersey and New York, it's kind of like talking
I like
about,
how you transition that in. Good job.
look,
No, you put me on the spot. I feel it.
County, Columbia
I
no,
feel it.
I'm done like from
Yeah.
Mississippi
Now that-
to Georgia.
Mississippi ain't shit.
Huh?
The closer to
It's-
New
it's-
York
it's
you
big
get in
difference.
Jersey,
Mississippi
it's
It's a
cool.
big difference, but it's the same.
But the further you get in
Georgia
the
not the
south
same.
of Jersey, South Jersey is like country.
Mississippi, I don't think so.
It is.
Let me tell you
It
something.
is.
Let me tell you something.
Uh-oh.
I ain't saying nothing all night, but let me here.
It can wig wonder. It can wig wonder. Wig wonder.
We got a new guest, y'all.
This is Jane. We have a new guest.
You know, that's Jane.
Introduce yourself.
I'm sorry.
James.
My name is Elena Scott.
Sexy.
No, but you know how you said, you brought up Mississippi and you quick to say Mississippi ain't shit. But anybody in New York, I'm talking about this one.
I said that. I meant that shit.
But the first person, I mean,
Have you
anybody,
been there?
anybody
Right.
up north or anywhere else,
Wait,
Calls her B-word.
anywhere else, if
But
you
right.
mention
Right.
Mississippi and then you mention Georgia,
They associate.
they
with
associate the
same
both.
thing.
So
Yeah.
you to anybody are Mississippian just like you are Georgian.
I don't associate Mississippi and Georgia.
You're
Not
South.
really.
I just
Yeah.
associate
But
them.
it's kind, like I said, it's like
It's
Georgia,
South.
it's like Jersey and New York.
It's just like,
It's still up north,
Going back to what
south.
you
But
said.
it's
Going back to
still-
what you said. If
Georgia,
It's a difference.
Alabama, Mississippi, all of
But
that.
just as
Tennessee
you
is the
said,
same.
but there is a difference. Just as you said, if you could talk to a New Yorker and say, "Man, what's the difference between New York and New Jersey?"
Oh,
And
you
they'll be
done.
like,
That's all you had to say.
it's a lot.
And that's all.
No,
I got to
It's
say.
a complete difference. There is a difference in
Yeah,
culture
you-
between
you know what the
Augusta
difference
and
is?
damn Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah.
You know what the difference
Yeah.
is? That they eat fish and grits, we eat eggs and grits. That's point blank.
We don't eat eggs.
They don't even like grits. They don't even have grits. Do y'all even have
I
grits?
just took
Y'all
Mississippi
don't eat
microphone.
grits.
We eat
I
grits.
just took Mississippi
They eat
microphone.
porridge and oatmeal.
No, everybody eat
No,
oatmeal.
porridge is up north. Porridge is up north.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, y'all don't eat grits.
That's
Girls raised in the South.
Grits.
Right.
Shout out to Queen
It's a
Breeze.
difference. It's a big
Mississippi
difference when it
rice
comes to
and
Jersey
bacon.
and
Rice
New York.
and bacon.
It comes like Georgia and Mississippi. It's a big
Okay, let's
difference.
start. Okay, now we're on food. Now, I think you're saying it's a difference, but I think that any person that grew up in the South, like, okay, originally, my father's from Augusta. We ate rice and sardines in the morning. We ate fish and grits in the morning. you
That's
eat
right.
rice and grits. I think that's universal for like black
Black
folk.
people.
But it's not.
How you figure?
Because like I said, I'm from Mississippi.
Okay.
I've never heard of
I'm a
no
Jersey.
kind
I
of
eat
fish.
yogurt and boiled eggs.
No kind of fish.
I like salmon patties and
No.
eggs.
I've never heard of it until I got here.
grew up on grits.
You
Honest
never
to
had
God.
grits in the morning.
That's
I've
right.
had grits,
Rice
but not
because
fish.
y'all put
He grew up
ketchup
in
on
Brandon,
y'all grits. Who is
Mississippi.
y'all-
Small
you?
community.
But
Your
not
mother
fish.
puts ketchup
But
on
they
her
didn't
grits.
Okay, so
Or
she
shrimp.
cooks
No
rice
kind of
and
seafood
stuff.
in the
Listen,
morning.
no, your daddy makes
No
rice
seafood
because
in the
he
morning.
eats rice
We
in the
never
morning.
had
Why
seafood.
not?
Never.
Okay, guys,
Never.
let's just
Until
bring
I
let's
got
bring
here.
this
So
in.
bagel and lox is out of
We
the
thought that was
question.
weird.
Oh, we
What
got,
up?
Bagel and lox is out of the question.
I would
What
like
is
to-
that?
Okay,
I
okay,
would
guys. Okay, we got everybody here. We're gonna bring that. We have
And
another.
Laura,
Introduce
tell them
yourself.
bagel and lox is out of the question.
Oh, definitely.
Bacon.
What is that?
Bagel and lox.
It's fish with bagels.
Ugh.
Yeah,
In the
Who eat that?
it's like salmon, like
That's a Jewish meal.
We eat
half raw
None of us are
salmon.
Jews. All right,
I've
so
never heard of
here
it.
we got baby
Never
cake
heard of it before.
Well, we eat bagel. We have yogurt.
Baby
and
cakes,
boiled eggs.
Brian.
I've never heard that before. in my
Baby
life.
cake,
Eating
Brian.
a
Take the
bagel
mic.
in the morning was
Okay.
like ain't something I ain't never heard.
That's just bread.
I know.
Alright,
I ain't never
so
heard of eating a
Brian-
bagel in the morning.
Okay, somebody's obsessed with bread.
like bagels?
I love bagels. Okay, so this is Brian.
I
have
like
a
bagels
question
now
for-
that I'm in Georgia.
David, she got a question. She got a question. Question for David from Mississippi. I would like to know why we eat rice in the morning. I eat rice all the time of the day.
Rice was
Instead of grits.
Rice and eggs, rice and
rice
sardines.
was like a
rice
substance.
and eggs.
That's
was good.
rice goes with everything.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
All
Rice
day,
goes
every
with
day.
everything.
Y'all Asian. That's why y'all
We got a half in here, so we're not being like discriminatory. We have half and half in
Yeah, we
here.
have some Asians in the
So
house.
yes,
She said Kim gonna play
Respect.
But
for
that's
us.
the beauty of the conversation, though, right?
yes.
We all
I just
have
have to let my listeners know because they're not seeing it, so they can't see her. So
Oh.
I just want them to know that we're playing fair, and yes.
This is
So
a very unbiased, friendly environment.
yes.
Very.
We got 4 regions going on right now.
But ain't nothing but love.
Oh yeah, that's all it is.
You want something else?
You could top me off with this grape juice. Yeah, because fermented. Thank
Yes.
you.
Oh
Great
my
juice.
goodness.
That just
Well,
means you
your
need to
listeners
up
on
your
there.
alcohol game.
Okay.
Oh, look at the girls on
Wine is not
ESPN.
doing it. Then we need you to get on this Jack Daniels that.
Brian.
Yeah, no Jack Daniels for this one here. But so we covered New York, we covered New Jersey, Augusta, and an almost violent Mississippi encounter.
That's right. She representing.
I see that
Appreciate it.
representing hard. Ugh.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, all she needed some Timbs and it was gonna be on.
No, all she needed is. Oh, never mind.
Alright, we talking about what?
Ugh.
You ain't been to Mississippi.
Why do you think I've never been to Mississippi?
Right.
Don't go off the red. Don't get too loud.
My baby, my baby riding for me. My baby
Your
girl
daughter's
riding
been to
for
Mississippi
me.
and didn't even
I
want
love
to
it.
see you.
Back up.
I done got my scars from Mississippi.
Bet.
Okay.
Bet.
Okay, let's bring it in. So those of you who have not been to New York or New Jersey, if there's one thing that you wanted to do, what would it be? Like your number one thing. Like if you went to New York and New Jersey and you were like, I have to do this before I do anything else, what would it be?
Right now,
Everybody
And
It's gotta be-
let's try to
I gotta
do one
hear
at a
to me, it
time.
gotta be the food.
So what would be the food you wanted to try?
If you've never
I
feel like
just
y'all
see so
eat off
much
food
about-
trucks. New York and New
Y'all-
Jersey, where would you want to go?
It seems like
I
y'all
don't
eat
wanna
good
do.
food up there.
No.
I don't know though. I
Yeah,
don't
just
know.
pass it back.
You know who got the best food?
Chicago.
Chicago do have the best food. Chicago got the best food, and Houston got the best
No, but you said what would anybody that hadn't
You
been?
slipping.
New York or New Jersey?
I
Like
wish
what?
I could see the way.
This is Elena Scott.
Oh my God! Like
But
no
you done
one
been
cares.
though, hadn't you?
But I've never been to New York. We've been to Jersey, but I have never been like in New York,
Really?
like the city of New
You
York.
went the heart of New York, or you just went the tourist part of New York?
As a tourist,
That's a good
like
Oh, so you just went the innocent part of New York.
What the?
You don't want to see the New York. Right. You don't want to see the native of New
I
York.
want to see.
See, when you travel,
Look, don't
you
judge
want to see
me,
the
but
native of
Don't
New
judge
York.
me, but I want to see something like Scouts. I want to see the Sex and the City side of like Manhattan.
I did that, Lena.
Yeah, I want to do something like
in the
that.
city tour.
I want to
Play
see.
where they love
That's
sex.
my
I want
wife,
to
but
see
who is
Times
this guy?
like
Who is this
Times
guy?
Square.
In
Maybe
the
I've
city
never
or
been.
Times
Square?
You know, that's the New York I want to see.
Okay.
And
So
that's
what do you
all
wanna
I
see in
got to
Jersey?
say about that. Oh.
She done been to
The
Georgia.
Statue of Liberty.
That's oh yeah, God, that's the Statue of
it.
Liberty. You made sure you told us.
Yeah,
the
we
Statue of
did.
Liberty.
That's
Statue of Liberty.
That's in Jersey.
Atlantic City, you know.
I was just looking. I was like Atlantic City.
He's a finest man.
Look, what?
Okay.
I want to see
We have
Jersey
somebody
Shore.
getting their flirt on here.
So
So
you should ask your listeners like some things that they would like to experience if they lived in New Jersey, like up north.
I
what
would
they
love
wanna
to go
see when
to
they come
Atlantic
Georgia.
City.
well, most of them are in New York.
We're gonna go to the racetrack.
Right, so that should be the question. Like, you know, what is the
That's all I
thing
have to
that
say.
First of all, we gotta hope
you
all
don't
stuff
want to
opens
see?
back up.
Right, that first.
First, we gotta hope all the stuff opens up. Otherwise, we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, so basically everything is closed right now. But I do know that being down here, I know that there are a few restaurants that are dine-in. We can go inside those now. And I know there are some stores that you're allowed to go in also. A lot of the things are reopened. But being down here, are there any small businesses or anything that you guys noticed that just kind of vanished? Any chain stores that just kind of went away?
I think we got those. Well,
We
what
got
I
come out.
noticed from coming to Augusta, 9 times out of okay, so when you come to Augusta, 9 times out of 10, you're eating at your house. Like you don't.
No, that is true.
My house ain't got no groceries.
That's a lie. On blast with cheese.
We got
When I come to my grandma's house and come here, we don't like
Go out.
it's not. It's kind of rare.
You get tired of eating out.
Are there any restaurants that closed down permanently
Yeah,
because
I know what
of...
you're talking about. Chef House.
It was red crab.
Oodles and noodles.
Red crab.
We've had certain parts of our mall actually closed down, like Sears.
Permanently? Sears, okay. Yeah, Sears.
No, but you talking about a restaurant. But
Yeah.
the Chef House
They
in
went
Walkway,
bankrupt
they
from
closed
Corona.
down, black owned. Ain't been open since the COVID-19.
Wow.
Just because of this stuff right here.
Give me a
So
hug.
it happens.
Shout out to all the entrepreneurs out there still grinding.
I know, right?
Jackie M
Small
doing their thing.
businesses.
Small businesses.
Strip
we see
clubs.
you.
They had like 2 strip clubs. And they like.
Because of the grandfather clause.
They was some wretched ass women, but they was something to look at. But ain't nothing like right now.
Okay, we're talking about restaurants, not that kind of eating.
Oh,
So,
okay,
yeah.
my bad. It's wrong
Yeah.
kind of eating.
Yeah.
That boy been drinking too much Jack Daniels. For the
He's
listeners out there.
like, well, technically it is food because they put Crisco on the pole before they come down. Yeah, okay.
No, they sell food in there.
Yeah,
Them
no.
them numbers.
Hey, long as they come down.
So
fast
y'all got
and
lottery in
heat
New
the
Jersey?
grease up.
I mean, New York?
Yeah.
There's lottery everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
It's
They
in
want your
different
money. Yes.
states. Some people
Gambling is
some people
universal.
travel to different states. When they travel, like on the
They'll
road.
play.
When I
They go different.
get my RV, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Kim, you want to get an RV?
No, she don't.
Not for that. Not for that
Me and you
reason.
need to talk.
Not for the right
So
purpose.
all 50 states.
I want to go. I want to
Hey,
go.
no, okay, well, we're
They
not
got
listening to their
She ain't never talked
conversation.
about
That's what
that.
they
That's
want.
her life.
We're going to keep their conversation over there.
Okay.
I didn't know. Look.
Dave wants to do something like that.
Guys, this is just a conversation that we're having with the fam while I'm down here in Augusta, Georgia, and we are social distancing. We have like super long mics, and everybody is masked up. Can't see us, but we are.
Can I ask one question, though?
Yes, sir.
I just want to know, do
Yellow
y'all eat
shoelaces.
chitlins in New York?
Chitlins ended like 100 years ago. We don't do chitlins no more.
Yeah, I don't know why
So
we do
y'all
that.
like just gave up on the
How
chitlins?
about
We gave up.
selfie?
We gave up on chitlins.
But most black people
I
don't
done
eat
gave
chitlins.
up. I done gave up on chitlins.
Most
Yeah,
black people don't eat
we don't do
chitlins.
that no
I don't know
more.
nobody that make them, so that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely gonna eat them. Who know how to cook them
No,
now?
no, no. I will fuck them up if they cook them.
And for those of you who don't know what chitlins are, it's pig intestines. And I'm sure like my
Oh,
listeners
that's enough.
who are
It's
black, you know, and even some Hispanic friends of mine, you know what chitlins are.
Yeah, because
We don't
I done
do
had
that
some
anymore.
tacos that offered.
Because
Wait,
I'm
did you say
from
we don't do
Mississippi,
that?
like I
Tacos.
said, and that's
We
like
don't
a
do chitlins
delicacy
no more.
down there in our neck of the woods.
I'm just saying, who is we?
Well,
Oh,
No, like
we
I said,
we
I'll
don't
fuck
do
them up if
chitlins
they-
anymore.
if somebody make them.
I'm a part of we.
I've never
I don't
been a
eat
part of
those.
anything other than weed.
Yeah,
Because that's going to separate Mississippi from Georgia, and Georgia from New Jersey, and Mississippi from New Jersey. That's what's going to separate them because we all do different things in different areas.
I mean, nothing we eat is healthy.
That's the Mississippi in him.
I guess.
I will eat some right now that prepare it just right.
My mom cook them all the time. Are we finishing? No, we ready. Cuz.
Oh, so let them know that we're gonna play cards, and Angela Rouse is finna whoop some ass.
Okay, y'all heard that?
She's
Y'all
only
heard that?
imagining her dream.
Yeah, she just talking.
She's hallucinating.
And you ask her what the score is so far. Ask her what the score is so far.
And your mama is a hoe.
That's gonna be edited.
You said people say that on the show.
Okay,
You said that.
nobody mama's a hoe. So, and she didn't even say hoe. She said Mo. Mo. That's her mother's middle name for Moesha. Yes.
Yeah, I like that shit.
The sad thing is we share the same mamas.
Ain't nobody mama born in the 50s and 60s named Moesha.
Not now. Not now.
Okay.
Well, Betty.
Maybe
Betty
Lucy.
Ann, Charlie Ann, Rachel Ann.
And for the record, I'm so glad to see Aunt Sue. I've been missing her. That is the most beautiful woman, and she come down here from New Jersey and bless us with her beauty, and she will forever be in my heart.
Okay. All right, guys. Well,
Don't you edit that.
Even though he didn't save me a rib, he gonna showboat what he making.
That's why
I
had
said
to
I'm
sugarcoat
coming.
it.
I told him loud and clear, I'm coming. He could have put it in the freezer.
That's why I had to sugarcoat it a little bit.
well, this is the best part about Georgia for me. Just the vibe, the friendliness. But you guys living here one at a time. What's the best part about living in Augusta, Georgia?
Phew.
She's giving y'all a
I've
clap.
been here too long. No cap.
And
I
Augusta,
live
Hooray,
in
hurrah.
What do you like about it?
What I like about
Yeah.
it.
Ooh, boy,
You
this
live
is
here.
hard one.
I know, but it's not
Start.
like. I like the chocolate. What
The
chocolate?
chocolate.
The dark chocolate.
She
Me.
must be talking about Fred.
You already know.
Darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
You
What we
know
talking
it.
about?
The best
What
part
we
of
like
Georgia.
about Augusta?
Augusta,
chocolate, I
Georgia,
said what
right?
the
Just
Fred-
Augusta, right?
It could be Georgia. Let's just say Georgia.
Just Georgia, period.
I like the pecans.
You gotta be specific to Augusta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we
To
have
Augusta.
we created Mr.
I like the
Honestly,
pecans.
it sounds funny, but ain't no place like home. Whether we,
I agree.
you know, when
I agree.
I can go a lot of places. I've been a lot of places, but
I love
home.
Georgia.
I
I've
say
been
I
coming
hate
to
it,
Georgia
but
ever
do
since I
love
was
home.
born.
But
Yeah.
I can't
And you know
say
what?
that.
I don't realize how much I love it until I leave.
It's love down here in Augusta. Whether
Yes.
you believe it or not, it is.
That is true.
But
That
I
is
still
definitely
feel
true.
like you should leave.
Oh no! I am.
Is she
I
trying to tell you
encourage y'all
guys
to leave.
something?
No,
She trying to tell you guys something?
All
Right.
right.
Oh, I'm
encourage
leaving.
her.
Case.
Yeah. Ain't
I'm
nothing,
gonna stay here.
it's growing, but ain't nothing here yet. But it is growing.
And that's the difference between me and him. I'm not from here, so it's kind of like I like Augusta. I really do like Augusta because of this moment that's being happening right here. Yeah, I like Savannah a little more than Augusta
That's where I want to go.
because it's
Savannah.
so much.
I
It's
haven't
so
been to
much
Savannah.
diversity there.
But I just want to
I'ma tell
see,
you.
because it reminds you of New
It's
Orleans.
like Augusta.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but it's my
I just
moment.
want to go there to see the tourist part of it.
I mean, you got the mic. You done had
And
the
I'm
whole
just
time.
saying-
Hurry up.
And I'm
Here you
gonna
go.
keep it because she gave it to me. But listen what I'm saying.
Oh my
I
God.
like
It
it.
ain't-
I like Augusta
He long-winded.
Oh my goodness.
because this is
He's a
what
philosopher.
I like.
He's getting deep. That fermented wine hitting him. It's hitting him.
He
Right?
You
ain't
know
drinking
what?
no
And it
wine.
been fermented for a long
That's
time.
crazy liquor.
You want me to leave it alone, baby?
Don't let it go.
All right.
No, no.
I appreciate the
said-
fact. I appreciate the fact that there's a lot of
You
people.
know I know how to do that.
Y'all know y'all going to be live broadcast when she put this
Right.
on.
So I'm
I
gonna say
got
this.
pills for that.
Take the mic from this man. No, I appreciate the fact as a person, like growing up here. I appreciate that I grew up with the same people. You know, like there's people that I've known since kindergarten.
And
you
that-
know, huh?
Keep going.
What did you say?
I said keep going.
No, I and it's something I didn't appreciate when I was younger. I like that it's settled. That, like you said, there's an environment where
It's grounded.
yeah, it is. If I want to, like, when you go to bigger cities, if you want to do something that costs money, it takes a lot of time.
Yes.
Here, if you want to do something, you just be around people. You know, so
Family
I
is the
really
best nature.
appreciate
Nurture.
that. I do. I appreciate that. I appreciate that if I want to, and like he said, there's no place like home. So I would never move back here, but I do appreciate it when I come home. That I don't have to do a lot
It
to
feels good.
enjoy myself. So I like that.
So as you can see, we just got real solid people.
Yeah.
Cause we
Real
the
solid
shit.
foundation around here.
Well, I ain't gonna say all that shit.
We the shit.
I
And
ain't
he said
say
he
all
ain't gonna
that
say all that, but he married somebody from Augusta.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
And
I,
he
met her.
And he moved to Augusta talking about he likes Savannah. Where that nigga at
I
right
shot
now?
the club up like twice. I had to hit move.
Man, that's disgusting. Your daughter right there, man.
All right, I ain't saying nothing else, baby. I'm going to the bathroom. I promise. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
Oh, I don't even want to speak no more.
Okay, so Big Wade has left the chat because
Yes.
Yeah, the pod.
What I like about Augusta? I'm gonna leave Augusta.
Okay. On that note,
I'm gonna
listen.
edit that out.
Okay.
what I like about
We gonna
Augusta.
edit
I like that it's small.
Mm.
You can get anywhere in 5 minutes.
Girl, 10 minutes. You better say that.
Yeah, you can. For
I
Augusta.
literally went somewhere. I went from Mama's house to Dean's Bridge
In 5 minutes. Yes, for real.
It was like,
You never
it
late
was
for
like
practice.
they
That's like the whole
closed at 7. It
Augusta.
was
Never late for
before
practice.
y'all. I
At
was
all.
like,
We only got one mall though. We only got one mall.
Most places got one mom.
No, but they be big.
Where?
I'm gonna tell you what I don't like about Augusta.
What?
Is it shouldn't be one mall.
Yes, it
Augusta
shouldn't.
could be a lot bigger and expand a lot
They
more.
opened a
but
new
it's
trampoline
so
place,
freaking
though.
racist.
Oh,
Urban
yeah.
area.
People don't want to talk
Very,
about
very
like.
Yeah, that's what I don't
Very
like about
racist.
Augusta. The people in Augusta, everybody the same. Everybody fit in this one little bowl that I just don't
Everybody's
like.
very much cookie cutter.
I've been made my own bowl.
Oh,
See, you been made what?
that's
My
a different
own bowl.
breed.
That's what you want to do, but everybody in Augusta want the same shoes, want the same clothes, want the same brand, everything. I don't like that.
He said he made his own
My
cereal
style
bowl.
different.
Yeah, he eating a whole
He
different type
left-
of cereal.
he left
It's in the
Augusta for
blood,
years.
y'all.
We just some real drippers.
That's the young millennial.
Frida's
They
getting
are
freaky.
not a
She's
millennial.
like, yes.
You are a millennial.
I guess that's no cap.
They are not.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
they
What are we?
Generation X.
Gen Z. Gen Z.
Z Fred.
Oh,
Z Fred.
That's
Z.
how out of the loop I am. Generation Z. That means they the end.
Fred. Z.
This is the future
Y'all might be.
generation.
Yeah, y'all Z. What was you born?
2002 babies is the last good batch. No.
Did you
I'd
say
like to
good batch?
Yes. Me and Casey are the last good batch.
It sounds like a science project. She's like, we're the last good batch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, look, me, Casey. Imagine graduating in 2022.
Imagine being quarantined while graduating.
Exactly.
Oh man, you really did have a shitty graduation.
Yeah.
But I graduated.
So tell me something else about
Yay, she graduated.
I mean,
Yes.
so
But what y'all doing? Online learning. Y'all ain't learning for real.
because of y'all. Because of y'all.
Y'all not
Now,
learning
let's
for real.
not knock on school learning.
So let's get back to the
because- yes.
adult conversation. I'm just joking.
I agree.
Because you're 21 now, right?
There you go.
Well, guys, we are going to end this session here, and it was a nice family chat conversation, a little all over the place at times, but
All over the place.
I want you guys to remember to
When you
always
get excited, you know you just.
have fun, enjoy yourselves, and to remember to always stay intrigued. And until the next episode, I'm going to say goodbye.
Peace and blessings.
Be blessed.
Always good to be on yellow shoelaces. Y'all stay tied. And whatever that means.
All right, until next time, bye.